Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, of course, another controller, but this time, this one's a bit different. I had a company reach out to me and say, hey, do you want to cover this controller? Scroll down, look at the image, I just went, haha, I have to. No, it's not one of your big time fancy programmable back buttons, Hall effect, RGB. No, this is a themed controller. One a little different, one a little purple, one a little ghostly. You know what I mean. So it's not officially licensed by Nintendo, so I can't necessarily say it's Poke. Yeah, let's just open it, test it, see if it's any good. So, is this your favorite Pokemon? I thought it was kind of funny. So this is by Power Lead. If you guys are ever on Amazon, you can see there's a number of different themed controllers that look like this. I have one, or I should say my wife has one I bought for, that's themed very much like this, but to Animal Crossing. And that's Tom Nook. There's also Isabelle and a couple of other generic animal forms. But when this was presented to me, I was like, I had to. So let's get the elephant out of the room, out of the way. Yes, it's meant to look like Gengar, right? So it's called the Power Purple Devil Controller, because Gengar. And it has every feature you would want in your standard Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Let's take a closer look at the box. Wireless connection, vibration feedback, motion function, turbo functionality, screenshot share, wake up function. So it's a standard Nintendo Switch Pro controller minus NFC. And then there is your information about the controller and its manufacturer. Wireless controller for NS, meaning Nintendo Switch. So let's open up this bad boy. Normally, yes, you guys know, I don't do themed or really controllers like this, but I had to. I thought it was just a really cool looking controller. And yeah, I had to. So I wish the box didn't get so damaged in freaking shipping. But I had some shipping issues with this too. But here it is. Haha! Look at that bad boy right there. You got your instructions, controller, and your Type-C cable. That's always good. Let's move this. All right. It's not bad, but I will say in the palm of my hand, there's a seam right here where the front and the back plates meet, and that's actually a little sharp on both sides, so be careful with that, especially if you have larger hands. If you have smaller hands, that might not affect you. Okay, so that's two different home buttons for the two front teeth. Okay, it's one button. That is actually one button. How funny is that? So that's your D-pad. It's really small. The sticks are rather small. Face buttons are rather small. Oh. So your trigger buttons, your RT and your LT, that's that's some nifty theming right there. Okay, and then you have your programmable buttons back here. This little bump for Gengar's tail. That's kind of funny. But the L and R buttons have this ear thing over it. So do we have, what lights up? Okay, so the ears light up. You got the lights there. The sticks are rather small. So I would recommend something like this for children. Definitely children. It is Type C. For someone like myself, it's a bit small for my hands. And yeah, that is bothersome right there. It's rather sharp, scratches the inside. So yeah, that's not that fun. That's kind of cool. You're not really gonna notice those ridges that are like, I guess, the whisker type protrusions. But in terms of look, that thing is hilarious. That is great. Let's take a closer look at the back right here. It says brand, power lead, model P3, and then has some other contact information. It looks like nothing rather too important, but if you want to know a little bit more, there you go. Programmable back buttons, turbo, screenshot, plus and minus. I wonder if these are programmable or preset. Let's take a look. I think they're preset because I don't see a program button unless it's the turbo. But I don't see anything on here about the back buttons. Do you? Am I missing something? Right stick screenshot. Yeah, every page is indifferent. All right. So that being said, I don't see if this is programmable. When we test it out, we're going to take a look and see if it comes pre-programmed. Let's pull out the switch, test it out. Okay. So just by holding the home button, it's also the pair button. Don't press it, hold it down. It'll start going faster. Once that happens, you'll feel a slight rumble and then pop here, just like you saw. So pretty simple. Now, in terms of weight, it's not too bad. But like I said, this is going to be a very child-friendly controller, except for that. You might want to look into that. That's bothersome. All right. We're not going to test it with a Pokemon game, of course. We are going to test it with Crisis. Why? Because it has all the functionality. There you go. Recognizes that a Pro controller. You're good to go. Sensitive. The sticks are very sensitive. You're going to want to be wary of that. So it's very sensitive. I already caught myself doing this a couple times, reaching over to hit the button, and I'm tapping the ear. And that's a little weird when the button's back here. So that'll tell you something. This, like I said, the sticks are really small. I think this is fine for kids, but people are going to ask me, how's the gyro? Does it actually have gyro? Whee! There you go. Yeah. Not bad. To be honest, overall, control-wise, it's not bad. Functionality is pretty nice. Little sensitive on the sticks. You can adjust that in the switches menu. You can change everything however you want. So that being said, there's one thing. Okay, the back buttons come pre-mapped. So they're just going to be the A and B buttons, just so you know. I think this is a fun controller. If you're a Pokemon fan or a Gengar fan, yeah, I said it. No, it's not official, but I think it's an awesome piece if you just want to display it. If you're a Gengar fan, again, you might want to get it because it's fun. If your kids like it, there you go. Most hardcore gamers are going to look past this one, and most hardcore gamers are going to look past any of these themed style controllers, but that's not what these are really for. They're really meant just to be fun and to be a collector's piece and to be something that a kid will definitely like. if you have a kid who wants to play Pokemon, who wants to play Splatoon, who wants to play none of those that are going to be competitive, what I recommend this for. But this is still a fun looking controller. It's a fun piece. It's nice to add on the shelf, especially if you're a Pokemon fan, or just to use. And hey, my wife thinks it's hilarious and she loves the color purple. She likes Gengar. She's a bigger Pikachu fan, but she's definitely going to add this to her collection because yes, why wouldn't she? But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this little different controller. I certainly did. Make sure you tune in every Thursday night, 9 p.m.-ish, for Ready to Start podcast. It's a great time. You will not regret it. Again, hit that subscribe button. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.